Well, jeepers! You're listening to Smash or Pass.
Hi everyone, welcome to another video on the JayBee
Hello.
and Milly channel. We are as always joined by Rhianna.
Hello.
And we have SMASH.
Hello.
So in today's episode, we are going to be reviewing Don't Fall with a Phantom. Now, this is an episode that, I'll be honest, I completely forgot about.
This is the last episode ever.
No, it's not. Like, I'm not even 100% sure that I'd seen this episode before, so I feel like for this one, Rhianna can do a plot summary.
Okay, so Fred, Daphne, Shaggy, and Scooby Doo are contestants on the Johnny Sands dance game show, which is held at the TV station KLMN. When the lights go out, the TV show is interrupted by a figure identified as the Wax Phantom. The gang trails the Phantom. Oh, that was a very good timed gasp. That made me jump. The gang trails the Phantom to the local wax museum, hoping to find clues and solve the mystery of the Wax Phantom before he causes more trouble. Will this be the end of Mystery Incorporated? Will they melt away like wax when you light a candle? Let's find out.
Hey, so let's do it. Let's do it. So, oh gosh, I'm so sorry. You can talk.
No, you.
No, I'm a feminist. Talk.
Okay, so this starts off as a kind of city landscape, and we go into a studio where Daphne and Fred are dancing in like this competition, and it's an interesting start. Certainly different, certainly kind of quite unique.
Okay, I have a different story than you. I distinctly remember this episode, but I convinced it in my mind that it was part of the Scooby Doo show, and not this one.
Me
I don't
too.
know why.
Okay, I might have a, like, maybe this will make you guys go, oh, maybe that's why, but I sometimes mix up this one with the Diabolical Disc Demon episode.
Yes.
Ooh, what happens in that
So
one?
glad I'm not the only one.
Diabolical Disc.
That's where they go to a recording studio and there's like a weird Joker clown that's stealing music.
Maybe. I don't know. Something about the vibe. And I'll know when we get to that episode. If we get to that
It's
episode.
something you kind of pointed out at the very start of this episode. You're like, there's no way. Look, there's another guy wearing an ascot.
Were they ever trendy?
Yeah.
Like, I don't dislike them, but when were they like blowing up? The 70s?
Well, I thought I told you guys the story. Maybe I didn't, but so one of the main reasons Fred has an ascot is that when they were coming up with the designs of the characters, ascots were trending, but it was such a short trend that by the time the show was airing, that trend had gone and passed. So it's funny that these characters have ascots even though the trend had already gone by.
I think you told us that so early on now that it feels like years ago. I think it was like
I mean, it would have been like a year ago.
the reviews of one of the Mook animation films.
Yeah, I think so, because we were talking about their changing outfits.
Before I had grey hair and that. When I was a young...
No, you still had two grey hairs
When
back
I was
then.
young, dumb, and full of, like, excitement.
Okay, so following Daphne and Fred's dance, we then get a dance between Shaggy and Scooby, which is supposed to be the most original dance, and they're meant to be dancing with like toffee or something.
What is it? It does look like cheese. Or something.
They say it's like toffee, I think. And they just start eating it, and they said, oh, if they,
What a
provided
weird
they make
thing.
it to the end of the dance.
That's gotta be one of, like, the concepts that they had while smoking the wacky backy, right? That's just weird. It's a weird thing. It feels like a fever dream.
Well, they're interrupted by the glowing phantom.
The glowing plant.
So what do you think to this aesthetically? We'll start off with Smash. What's your thoughts on this villain?
Unique in a sense. I do like that, like, the Phantom isn't, because I feel like this is a villain where it's wax that, like, they could have totally easily made it into like a scary figure and you don't know, is it actually the original wax statue or is it the ghost one or whatever, and I like that it's just like a mesh of wax, it's just a blob. But I also too like, as long as they don't do it a lot, but when they do like big villains, and this wax phantom is like, big, like standing over them and chonky and whatever, and so I think it's very unique, especially for a wax concept.
I mean, controversially, okay, so I think one mistake that I'm making here, because I'm seeing this as, because JayBee was kind of explaining, like, with kind of maybe the opposite of, like, the purists who would say, look, this came first. But for me, it's like, is this kind of just a bad version of the Scooby Snack monster?
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, now that we're in this generation with What's New Scooby Doo, definitely can see that comparison.
JayBee, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm very okay. I don't know what the word is, but I'm the type of mofo that can watch What a Night for a Night. Here, oh my gosh, it's Mr. Wickles, and I'm like, oh damn it, the live action movie ruined who did this for me. Like, well, that's me. That's me. I'm just a.
And Rhianna?
No, I can't even say.
For me, I'm kind of torn because this, I think, as you said, it's that JayBee, you wanted this to be quick, but you interrupt me.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Where was I? Oh yeah, so like you were saying, Milly, like the Scooby Snacks monster is kind of I feel is definitely a better put together one, but this one, I feel like it was done well, and for some reason, like when I look at it, I can actually, it's like I can feel, when you have like wax on your finger, and it's like really weird feeling. I feel that kind of feeling. I don't know if it's like this weird association, but it's quite cool, and I'm liking the fact that there is nothing at this stage to compare it to something else. Like, I mean, in a later series, we also get like the 3000 Volt Ghost, which is another big one and kind of similar shapes, but also different. So we have nothing, like, it's not really a humanoid as such. It's unique and it's quite interesting.
Okay, I agree. I think, like we say, overall, we've had quite a lot of like humanoid villains and all that kind of thing, and I guess to get this kind of just shapeless, large villains, kind of, it is, refreshing. So it's good. One thing that shocks me though is how much Velma is like, oh, this is just a publicity stunt. Oh, come on, we know you've done this. It's like, Velma, are you okay? What did this guy do to you?
I reckon they used to go on a date. They used to date, and something
told her that she
happened.
can't dance.
My guy, he came back saying, "Listen, Thelma, it's not you, it's me. It's just not working, love. I'm sorry, I can't
Is
do
that why
it."
she was the only one that didn't get to dance on the show?
Well, I mean, come on, man. Imagine that. Ratings.
He probably saw her dancing with Shaggy in the Creeper episode and was like, I can't believe you dance with another man.
Oh my
How dare you? He was probably the creeper. He just framed that poor geezer in the barnyard. Yeah, so this guy's
is true lore.
Fair, he acts quite suspiciously. So when he's tied up in his office and there's like paper thrown everywhere, he's like, "Don't call the police," and it's like,
yeah.
Okay, why? So I don't know. I kind of was a bit like, maybe he's acting a bit weirdly, but at the same time, Velma just seemed to have something wrong with her.
Velma's always got something wrong with her.
Velma just knew it was the last episode and she was ready to be done.
She was like the one who said that they have another mystery to solve instead of Fred. So she was like trying to rush this episode along. She was like, "Come on, Fred,
That's
just
it.
say
She
it."
was looking for a spin-off. That's what she wanted.
She's finally getting it, like 50 years later.
I mean, she could get. Why couldn't they? Can have a Linda Cardellini like live action spin-off.
That would be better. What's everyone's thoughts on the scooter coming out of the back of the mystery machine?
It's a missed opportunity to not have it mystery machine here.
I see. I was thinking that it looks very similar to the one that Shaggy borrows in like from Charlie in the Decoy for a Dognapp episode.
Oh, yeah.
So did he just steal it? He never actually gave it back.
Is this
And it's just
damaging
been
to
sitting in the back.
kids? Are these things like motorbikes? Are they dangerous?
It's like, isn't it like a mini little moped thing you can get when you're 17?
Oh,
Yeah.
like the
It's
things
not
that.
like a fully fledged motorbike that you're gonna see at like the Isle of Man TT or
Will
whatever
you
it
know
is.
the reference if I said that it's like the thing that Spider-Man like used to deliver pizzas on?
Yeah.
Is it like that?
Yeah.
Do you not know? You know when?
No, I don't have a
you're
clue, JayBee.
Whoa! He stole that guy's pizza.
I couldn't even tell you which adaptation of Spider-Man you're referring to.
Oh man, that's heartbreaking. Though.
Isn't it Maguire?
May
It's
I
Maguire.
I got it right. Okay.
Yeah,
Yay!
boo.
I was about to boo you, Millie, but I'm glad you guessed it correctly.
So they go to Mr. Creepy's manor on this little moped thing.
I just called him Pale Elias
Oh,
Kingston.
Frisbee.
He's,
Just a bit of a creep.
he's a cracked out Elias Kingston.
He looked
They
like
could've
a
made him a
ghost. He was.
creeper.
Their skin was like transparent. It was like grey. They had little like skulls coming out of the cauldron.
Is this real supernatural stuff? Because there's a ghost that makes Scooby sneeze. Like, is this the first real supernatural episode?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes and
It
no. Like they've got to have conjured these things somehow, but at the same time, they didn't conjure the ghost or the phantom.
I don't know. I'm thinking this is the first instance of real supernatural stuff.
But anyway, they say it's them, and it kind of sets Shaggy, Scooby, and Velma off racing back to the Waxworks Museum to warn Fred and Daphne, who've split off on their own.
I just remembered, is that like, is the kind of ghost you're talking about, like, it passes Scooby, like, the fruit bowl? Is that near the end of this episode?
No, it's
Says,
like
Oh yeah, that's when they're back in the Waxworks, I think.
yeah,
Oh,
there is another
is-
one, isn't there? The
like
finger
that-
that pokes Velma's shoulder.
Yeah, there's just a hand.
Yeah. That is, Black Widow, who is a villain from, Hanna-Barbera's Space Ghost. And he cameos.
Ooh. Isn't Black
in this
Widow like a
episode.
dead sexy Avenger?
This is a different universe, JB, because it's owned by
Pervert.
Warner
Get
Brothers.
out my face. Jesus. No, there's no simping.
You're a pervert. That's
You're
it.
simping.
Okay, so
Bonkers.
Bonkers.
they all reunite at the Waxwork factory. Daphne, Fred, and Velma fall through the floor.
As you do.
And then Shaggy and Scooby are at a table eating, but it all turns out to be wax, at which point the Phantom says that soon they will be as well. And then they get wheeled in on this little trolley. They're all tied up and start heading towards the pot of wax.
There was a lad in my year at school that had a thing for his own earwax.
Was it you?
Oh god, it wasn't me. You have the worst opinion of me in the world at school. I wasn't. Oh god.
So Daphne comes in to save the day. She reverses the
Back when
convey. Sorry, Rhianna.
I'm so sorry. I think that was like a bit of lag. Like back when JB was 17, did you know that he was like able to beat Hercules in an arm wrestling match?
Oh,
I
Hercules.
feel like that was.
Just a bitch, isn't it? Like,
Look, I've seen you try and fight your shorter 14-year-old brother and didn't do very well.
I
at
did so
17,
well.
let's like calm down.
no, he was with a woman.
JB, you definitely don't need to repeat that.
Okay.
That's a story that's not for a recording.
Okay.
You can tell them afterwards if you really have to.
Yeah. Okay, we'll look into it.
Okay, so Daphne saves the day. She reverses the conveyor belt, and then we get a
Daphnostic plan.
chase song as Shaggy and Scooby run away. And this is the scene where we see the wax pot like 3 times as they're running along, because it's that kind of background thing we were talking about where they just reuse the same.
Am I getting the name of the song right? Is it Pretty Mary Sunlight or Pretty Mary Summer
Yes.
or Sunshine?
Pretty Mary Sunlight. And fun fact, which isn't that fun, there is actually, so at least in the UK, this was an episode that wasn't shown a lot on television,
Boo.
at least for me growing up. And the reasoning is, the few times that they did show it, they would actually cut the chase out because of the song. And as I got older, like that's when they started cutting it out because I guess PC Brigade, because it's I tell them girls were made for kissing, and people took offense to that. And it's like, of the time, it's a song, like it's not meaning any harm. It's a fun song. So please don't like slam this song. It's so catchy.
I mean,
I mean,
that's
if you think
why
about
I'd not
it,
seen this before.
If you think about it, more people kiss girls than not, right?
Yeah, but
'Cause
it's the fact that
The
People- there was
heterosexual
that being-
guys do, the lesbian women do. It's just the homosexual guys that do. I
yeah,
mean,
but
they
you
could
could
do,
say
actually.
people kiss the boys just as much because
I'd
same
kiss a
reason.
guy.
I kissed a girl and I liked it. I've never
I mean,
kissed
you
anyone.
make sure that they're consenting and over the age of. That's what they should. All they need to do is add in context. Like, I tell you, girls are made for kissing as long as they're over 16 and give their full consent. Pretty Mary
Oh my God.
Sunlight. Ask for her
She's all
consent. Make sure she's of age. You know what I mean? Like, just add in some more
Record it,
context,
JayBee.
and it should be fine.
We should record it and release it on YouTube. Get us to like 50,000 likes, people, and JayBee will release.
Yeah, I'll
Sing
do a
along.
record label.
It was Roger Stevens.
Is that like the reverse
Yeah.
Flash version of Steve Rogers? I was like, what's that?
I don't know. I was just that's the unmasking.
That's ridiculous. Okay, so yeah, it's
Roger Stevens.
Roger Stevens. Roger Stevens sounds like the most generic, the most generic a-hole in the world. Like, oh, fudge monkeys. Okay,
It was like John Smith,
yeah, it's like John Smith or Joe Bloggs or
Jane Doe.
James Gunn. Oh no, that's pretty unique, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Or like, what's the other common name?
Will Smith.
Okay,
Well,
so that was the unmasking. Now, JayBee.
Who
have
is
your
it?
verdict.
Oh, no,
Well,
I know
who is it? It's you. You're JayBee.
Okay, so
What's your pass?
Roger Stevens, the TV station manager.
Yes.
I like this episode. I like the vibe. I like its look. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but I dig it, and therefore I'm gonna give it one Roger Stevens sized smash. What about you, Millie? Is this wax on or wax off?
I think I'm off.
Ooh.
I feel like it's the first time I've seen it, and I feel like I'm not that bothered if I ever see it again.
Ooh, pretty
It's
interesting.
not bad. It's
Pretty
not
interesting.
terrible. It's just the other, like the episode before this was maybe so good that it's kind of made me a bit like, this one's just a big step down. So it might not be that bad on its own, but I don't know. I just really didn't enjoy it as much as the episode before. So the pass, Rhianna, smash your pass.
Okay, so for me, sorry, Tatty just like ran in and I was like, what the heck? So for me, this is a smash because it's not one that's overly memorable, and I think part of it is because it wasn't like shown as wide, like as much to us growing up. It wasn't really on TV. But at the same time, like when I watch it, I enjoy it. I love the song. I sing along to the song all the time. And also, this is the final Scooby Doo episode to use Charlie Douglas's like full laugh track, because after like this episode and like this series, Hanna-Barbera decided to like use a tinny, like it's very limited track for all Scooby Doo incarnations through the 80s. So it was like a nice thing that we can go back and just relive the actual laugh track instead of a generic tin can version, I guess. But yeah, no, for me it's definitely a smash. I like it. It's a good episode. Not my favorite, but not my worst. Like Smash wasn't part of it. I almost passed an episode. It was like a half and half.
Oh, see,
But-
okay, so far we've got 2 smashes and 1 pass. So feels like it's been ages since I last said this. I'm actually quite excited just to be asking this question. But smash, is that a smash or pass?
Yeah, what's the tiebreaker?
So
bro?
I know the last episode I was like, it's forgettable. This one is even more forgettable for me, to be honest. And I'm really sad because this is like the season, the series finale, however you want to see it. But like again, it's a pretty unique episode. Oh, and Daphne doesn't have a neck at the end. It's a I think it's a good episode. It's unique for what it is. And the villain again is pretty unique and everything. But it's just one that I don't care if I don't watch, really. The song is jamming. I mean, I don't think there's a song in this series, like for the chase sequences, that aren't a bop and a half. But I'm going with Millie. I gotta pass this one.
Yes. Okay. I'm sorry. It's just like I've been recording with two amazingly positive people. And I like somebody who can.
Me?
Yeah, you can be like ridiculously positive. And I finally have someone that can be like as judgy as me.
What do you mean positive? I go out in the rain just so I've got something to complain about.
Exactly. You're normally so happy and have nothing to complain about that you have to make something for yourself.
Hey, I like that. I like that. Okay, well, we'll do that. We'll do that. We need a tiebreaker. So I guess in the comment section down below, do you smash or pass Don't Fall with a Phantom? Maybe you can be the deciding vote. Who knows? It's all to play for in probably the last review ever. So
JayBee, you know it's not.
So question: where do we go from here?
Q&A
We do
next
the next series.
episode.
What's the next series? It's the Smash told us.
So technically, after this, we go into the new Scooby Doo movies.
And then is it the Willow War?
And no, then we go into the Scooby Doo show, which the first episode I believe is Hair Razor High something. I can't remember the name. The Willow episode is the first episode of season 3 of the Scooby Doo show / Scooby Doo. Where are you?
I'm so
Love
confused.
Do we even have the original movies? Or
Is that the one where it's like where they've released a DVD but it's the near complete?
Yeah, where they're missing the one episode.
Oh, that's quite easy.
what's
then.
the episode that they're missing?
Isn't it
The
the Addams Family?
How do you access that? Can we get it?
Oh no, it'll be lost media. We'll
No.
make it all.
You can get it on VHS. On VHS over here, you can get it, and it's literally one of the only ways you can get that episode.
Is it Spencer?
Spency? What's Spency?
Like expensive?
I'm gonna look on
Oh.
eBay.
I think so. Yeah, because VHS is quite expensive now.
This is bullcrap.
Language.
We've got 3 Scooby-Doo VHSs so far.
Yeah, it's good. And we've got Back in Action on VHS.
Boo.
And the thing is, JayBee, we have to get them all together for a brand new show.
We do. We do.
So join us for that and for the Q&A, which this goes out on Wednesday, so that'll be on Friday.
Oh, good day, everyone. All of the links to Smash and Rhianna and us are in the description down below. Enjoy.